Okay, there's been some new information come out in the Summer Wells case, and any of you that has been following this case diligently, I'm sure you may already be aware of this. In case some of you are not, we're going to go over these couple of news clips that have came out today, and one of them was earlier today, and then one of them was just a few hours ago, I think on the 10 o'clock news, and it was Candace, and she's actually spoke out on camera for the very first time. It's very interesting, and we'll stop in between the clips if I find anything that I think is important.
County for day 2 in their planned small-scale search for missing 6-year-old Summer Wells. Thanks for joining us. I'm Casey Marler. March 15th will mark 9 months since family members say they last saw Summer at their Beach Creek community home. News.
And in case some of you are not aware, yes, they were out yesterday also searching again for Summer. So the search has ramped back up again. And from the way I've understand it, the reason they were searching yesterday is it was a planned search because, you know, the grass and all the terrain is more leveled out now because it was winter. However, they did have some flooding back several weeks back, and I guess all of that has receded now, and maybe they were hoping to see things that could have, you know, floated up, you know, or are on top of the ground now, and they're able to see things better. So, but yesterday was a planned search as well as today. It was not because they got a tip from Dawn or Dawn is turning on Candace or any of that kind of stuff that I was reading yesterday. Nothing to do with that. It was a planned search.
Channel 11's Ansley Daniel joins us live where search efforts are underway. Hi, Ansley.
Hey, Casey. Yes, there are searchers out here from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation as well as the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. I'm told those are the only 2 agencies working this search group today. There are also some canines here as well. Now, this is the command center that was set up back in the height of that search back in June of last year. Now, in an interview this morning, Sheriff Lawson says 9 months later, authorities aren't any closer to finding the missing 5-year-old, but searches like this are just a part of this investigation.
So as you see, they say they're not any closer to finding her. So any tip or anything like that they have received up till this point has not panned out. So they're no closer at all. And again, it was not something that it was a tip from Dawn or Candace or Grandma or anyone else. This was a planned search.
We actually have not stopped looking for Summer. This is just another part of it that we are looking over some ground we've been on before and maybe some new ground we hadn't covered, and just trying to turn up anything we possibly can to find this little girl.
Now, these crews are assigned to specific areas out here in Beach Creek. I'm told that some of this is mountainous terrain and some of it is also open fields.
Okay, and this is the clip that is just from a few hours ago. I think it was the 10 o'clock news. This is where you will hear and see Candace speak out for the very first time. You know, it's still an active and open case at this point, and we're all going to have our theories and thoughts. Just to be honest, I have really been looking at this case a lot lately, and I plan to do a video tomorrow and give my actual theory, something that I have not did yet at all. And I'm also going to say why that I do not agree with many of the many theories that are out there. And so, yeah. All right, let's look at this clip, y'all.
Story at 6, day 2 in a planned search for missing 6-year-old Summer Wells is now over.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said teams scaled previously identified points of interest in Hawkins County. The agency says much of the area where Summer disappeared requires extra time to search thoroughly. They say it's extremely steep and dangerous. News Channel 11's Ansley Daniels spoke with Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson, the lead investigator in the case.
Yeah, Ansley, the sheriff told you today that Summer's family now currently is not cooperating with law enforcement?
That's exactly right, Josh and Sarah. He also told me that the family has attorneys. Now, he did tell me that he didn't want to speak any further on the matter, but I did have the chance to speak with Summerwell's mother and grandmother at the home where she disappeared earlier today. And her grandmother told me that she wanted to address the sheriff's comments about them not cooperating, as well as whether or not they have an attorney. And this was the first time that we have spoken with her on camera since her granddaughter went missing.
Mr. Lawson stated that Candace and the whole family is lawyered up. I can't speak for Donnie, and I know Candace hasn't because she's told me she hasn't.
So right there, Candace says that she was told that the whole family lawyered up, or that's what Lawson said. Now, Grandma sits here and says that she knows Candace hasn't lawyered up. You know, so it's like she's kind of confused about this whole lawyering up thing because she talked to Candace and Candace told her, no, I have not gotten a lawyer. But I believe Don did when he got locked up. You know, he started thinking more clearly, talking to other inmates, possibly jailers, who knows. And they, you know, could have led him down the right area as to how to obtain an attorney. And I believe that's probably what happened. I've also heard that it was probably Don because Don is the one with the money. I don't know that to be true. I personally have no idea. But I will say that I was reading on Facebook in some comments that Candace has a lot of money right now as well due to cash apps and people sending her money and this, that, and the other. I don't know. It was even a $90,000 quote, you know, put on it. But I cannot confirm that. That is just what I did read, and many, many people were saying yes, yes. They had heard that. They knew that too. I don't know where it came from. Either way. Some attorneys would take this case, just to be honest, pro bono, just because it's such a high-profile case. So there's a possibility that whoever this attorney is may be doing it pro bono. So we don't even know if any money has switched hands. We just don't know at this point. But we do know that Lawson did say there definitely is an attorney now. And I believe that is why the cooperation, at least with Dawn, and I believe that's the one that's lawyered up, the cooperation has stopped. Again, that is just my opinion, but I believe that's what's going on with them not cooperating.
I have not. If law enforcement wants to talk to me, TBI wants to talk to me, they have my phone number. They know when I leave the state. They know when I'm here.
Summerwell's grandmother, Candace Hare, says she hasn't spoken with law enforcement since December 13th.
They have not contacted me since the YouTubers were down here in the driveway. And we asked them about trespassing.
Summer's grandma was with her granddaughter all day on June 15th, the day she disappeared. She walked me through what they did that day and said she and Summer were repotting cactus plants outside of her camper, and then
Summer came in and had a piece of peppermint, which is her favorite, and then she went in. She said, Mama, I want to go play with the boys. Candy walked her back to the house, and she asked the boys to keep an eye on her, and that's the last time I seen her.
As the 9 months.
Okay, her story right there kind of messes with my head a little bit. And I'll go over a lot of it in the video I'm going to make tomorrow, because this video isn't about this. We're just looking at the newest that's came out about the case in the news and the TBI and the law enforcement. But I think what she said right there was very interesting, to say the least. And I'm not a fan of Grandma. I'm just not. I think she was wrong in the way, and I'm probably going to catch backlash for this, and that's okay. But I'm speaking as a grandmother myself. For her to just leave, like she did, and leave her daughter there, whom she should be supporting, when her granddaughter is missing, and then find out a few weeks later that the grandson's has been taken too. Obviously knowing that her daughter is probably having a mental breakdown, but she still doesn't even return. So I have a problem with that. There's other things I have a problem with what has been said as well. That happened that day. That involves Grandma. And I will go over all of that tomorrow in the video.
Month mark of when her granddaughter was reported missing approaches, she says the social media and online rumors have to stop.
If they want to help, that's great. But if they want to spread lies, that's a different story. Because that's all they're doing now is spreading lies. They're reaching and trying to figure out what lie can we spread now. And I'm tired of it.
Now, Summer's mother, Candace Bly, did not want to go on camera. However, she did write this statement for us on my notepad. You see it right there on your screen as well.
Now, with Candace not wanting to go on camera and give a statement, and she only did a written statement, that's not really that unusual for her. Candace, I don't know, I've always thought she was just one that liked to stay, like, out of the spotlight, like in the background. And with the Dr. Phil, and even with the people that interviewed her, I cannot think of who they are now, the body language people, she didn't want to be there. That was pretty obvious. She did not want to be at any of those. So she likes to kind of stay in the backfield. And Don was always the front man. He was always the one to take care of everything. And she just don't like the spotlight. So I don't know if this would be considered not cooperating. Because Grandma definitely didn't sound like she was not cooperating. Because she straight up said, they know my number. If they want to call me, they can. You know, I've never stopped them from calling me. And Candace, as far as her not cooperating, writing a written statement instead of being on camera, I really don't personally think that's not cooperating. I think that's just Candace, and she likes to stay out of the spotlight. Because what she said in her statement, you know, she was very polite, friendly, and even very thankful for the search, she says. So I don't really pick that up as being uncooperative. I think it could be more so Don that's not cooperating now. I would love for him to elaborate more. Because in order for him to be able to say that they're not cooperating, that means that he has tried to speak with them. Correct? Well, obviously he's not tried to speak with Grandma. And I don't think he's tried to speak with Candace either. I think it's Don that he may have tried to speak with, and he would not cooperate because he now has an attorney that is telling him, don't talk. That is my opinion on this, they're not cooperating kind of thing.
Well, it says, I've never stopped talking to law enforcement. No, I have not lawyered up. I don't understand why this is being said. I can't speak for Dawn, and we are willing to do whatever to bring our daughter Summer home. Thanks for all the searchers. Now, she also did not want to...
Now, as you say there, she says that she has not lawyered up, right? And she also says that she has not stopped talking to law enforcement. So there again, I don't understand why Lawson said they are not cooperating, because I believe it would only be Dawn. Because Dawn is the only one that is not in these clips. Because Grandma and Candace is saying they're cooperating. They have no problem with talking. But Dawn's the only one not in the clips. So I believe it's Dawn. I don't believe it's Candace or Grandma. And I believe Dawn is doing it for the simple fact that his attorney said, don't talk to anyone.
To address her new YouTube channel, Dr. Phil, or anything other than the comments by the sheriff made earlier today. However, she and her mother, Summer's grandmother, wanted me to reiterate how thankful they were for the searchers who are still out looking for Summer, as well as law enforcement for still keeping this investigation open and fresh. Live in Beach Creek, Ansley Daniel, News Channel 11.
Ansley, thank you. March 15th will mark 9 months since family members say they last saw Summer in the Beach Creek community at their home. The TBI statewide Amber Alert for Summer remains active tonight. They're waiting for calls with credible information to 1-800-TBI-FIND.
And as some of you probably already know, it's been talked about quite a lot recently that Candace does now have her own YouTube channel. Now, it is said, or I have read, to where Don was very unhappy when he heard that she had made this channel. My thing with that is this channel has been made since New Year's Eve. I mean, it's not something that was made within the last couple of weeks. It was made on New Year's Eve, December the 31st, 2021. And she says, this is for my family and for the love of my family. She does have some videos, you know, and it looks like they're just short clips of maybe slideshows and photos of the kids and things of that nature, right? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Now, there is a deleted video that people does not believe she actually realized that she was live or uploaded. I'm not even sure. I ended up being sent a clip. I don't even know if it's the entire video, but I was sent a clip where I think it was last weekend that she, in my opinion, she definitely looks to be intoxicated. And I personally also do not believe she realized that she was recording herself or was live or whatever it was when it happened, because she has deleted it now. And just to be honest, it is sad. I mean, it really is. She just looks very broken. Yes, intoxicated, but also very broken. And yeah, so anyway, here is the little clip that I was sent. And I can't tell you if it is the complete thing she uploaded and did live accidentally. I don't know. This is all I was sent.
The wind's gonna blow on a cold winter's day, and I promise you now, you will never be lonely. You're safe from the world, wrapped in my arms. I'll never let go. Baby, here's where it starts, and I promise you now, you'll never be lonely.
And yes, I do find it sad. I mean, she looks very broken. And no, I'm not defending her whatsoever. I am just saying that she looks like a very broken woman. So there is the newest updates from TBI law enforcement, as well as has been on the news. And you just take it for what you will. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment box below. Please remember to keep them respectful. And let's not, don't be calling names. You know, I know there's a lot of controversy in this case, And there's a lot of very, very fiery and hard, deep feelings towards the parents, the whole situation. And let's just try our best to keep things respectful. And I honestly do believe the whole they're not cooperating is not referring to Candace or Grandma. It is referring to Dawn. And I do believe that it is Dawn that has lawyered up. And I'm sure very soon we're going to be hearing more about that and finding out who this attorney is as well. I will get that video made tomorrow that I have been talking about, that I have made or I'm going to make, telling my own theory as well as my thoughts on many of the popular theories. It's definitely going to be one of my more unpopular videos. I'll say that for sure. However, it's who I am. I got my own mind and my own thoughts, and I just share those with you. It doesn't make them no more right than your thoughts and opinions. We can talk about all of our thoughts and opinions together without making it a complete shit show. It doesn't have to be that way. And it's not going to be that way. Here, we're going to just discuss things. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening. Would truly, truly appreciate a thumbs up or even a thumbs down if you feel so inclined. And until next time, this is Unjustified.